Hi, I'm Syed from Outernet. I have a e-reader here, and I'm going to show you how we connect to one of the Outernet hotspots that is created by Lighthouse and download a normal ebook, specifically in this case, an EPUB format. This e-reader is made by a company in France by the name of Bookeen. So what we're going to do is browse or use the browser to connect to this hotspot. And so over here in the display of access points, we have Outernet. So we'll go ahead and click on Outernet. It's an open network. And then one thing to keep in mind is, in particular for this reader, the browser does not support JavaScript, and most of our code does employ it. So what we'll have to do in this case is navigate to perform a couple of actions that normally would be done just through pointing and clicking. So we'll go to first the URL, which is librarian.outernet. And in most instances, if you enter a URL does not exist, it'll just say not found. We'll take you to the main page. So we're waiting for it to take us to, all right, here. So this is just a file manager view. The actual page that I want to take you to is the content view, or actually the library view. So we'll go back. Normally, the file manager view and the library view are accessible over here, except, like I mentioned before, this browser does not support JavaScript, and so we're running into a couple of minor errors there. So we'll go over here and we'll press content. Fail. Okay. Oh, I know why. We always have to have a trailing slash. There we go. All right, so now here it'll be the content view, or actually the library view. And so we see in our library there is an ebook. It's Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. We have a little bit, some tags that were generated. This is a Project Gutenberg book. Normally what we would be doing in this case is there would be an area or a window that would say either view or download. So since that window is not available through this browser, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and directly download through the URL by typing in a specific URL. So that one is going to be direct content slash this one is great X go away. Expectations, and then that's the directory that the file is in, and then the actual name of the EPUB file is great-expectations. There, almost done. And then it is an EPUB. So what we see next is magic. Yes, downloading. So it'll only take a few more seconds. It's grabbing the file from this hotspot. It says download complete. Do you want to open it? Of course we do. And there we go. So here is, and then of course, we just read the normal way an ebook is meant to be read. Isn't that cool? So this is an example of how an e-reader, specifically this one from Bookeen, can be used in conjunction with an Outernet Lighthouse satellite data receiver. And of course, this is something that can work all over the world, and we can distribute these books, as we are doing right now, all over the world. Hi, so to sum up what we just did over here is, it was an example of how to grab a specific file, in this case an ebook file, and download it from an e-reader. There are a couple of things that we need to work on, and that has to do with having support for browsers that don't have any JavaScript. So instead of manually entering the URL of where the file is kept, you should be able to do that just by clicking and pressing this touchscreen. That's something that can be addressed fairly quickly. And of course, the other thing is finding the location of it. So The first instance when you pop up against the access point is you see just a file manager. We'd like to make sure that there's a easier way to be able to see what all the books are, and so that's another thing that we'll have to change in the future. But other than that, we were able to display how it is that you connect to the hotspot, download a book, and then read it on your e-reader.